welcome to another evening of the cards. Right, what are we going to read on tonight? First of all, I'm going to try and use the Auset Egyptian Oracle cards by Elisabeth Jensen. Cards have various meanings, various gods and goddesses, and I'm going to have a read on whether the cards will give us any idea of what is allegedly under. We need to bring that one down. Let's bring down the little Egyptian bits. There we go. So, we're going to have a look and just see what is under the pyramids. Actually, hold on a second, we're going to have a think about this. Hello, you're back again. One meets, the other one runs away. Right, okay, we're back, we're ready. 1,000 apologies. Let's get a bit more smoke, I think. Hopefully it just doesn't go up in flames and we don't have a massive fire. Mind you, could increase the followers. Right, there we go. Bit of smoke. There we go. Okay, so going to have a look at possibility of what is under the pyramids, the structures that were found by LiDAR that allegedly go hundreds of meters into the ground. And as I've got some nice cards, the last time I read on Egypt, I ironically got cards on Sirius star beings, the Giza plateau, and the pyramids. So let's have a look. Let's see what comes out, if we get some kind of idea. Quite fond of the pyramids. I like the idea of, let's see that the pyramids are actually more than what people think they are, or a lot of people think they are. I think there's quite a few of us who think of them as resonance chambers and portals. So let's just read what's underneath the pyramids. To create more room, I think. What's underneath the pyramids? Let's have a look and see. Could be metaphorical. But again, it might give us an actual clue. So some of the details on it is that it could be the halls of Amenti, could contain the Akashic records. But whichever way, let's just see if there's anything of surprise going to come out for us. Oh, am I using the wrong hand again? little bit of chalk on the table, I think. Whatever. Yeah, we'll squeeze them on in there. Right, back to the... Right, which cards do we need to see? What's going to tell us what's underneath this pyramid? Get rid of those. 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 Okay, you're being a pain in the ass now, aren't you? There we go. Let's see how we do. Okay, so let's split these down again. Right, okay, we're gonna see if we can get rid of some of these and then we'll do the end ones. Okay, got it. Okay. Right, yeah, doing that. What are you doing there? Yeah, no, no, no. Okay, say no then. That's saying yes. Oh, another yes. Okay, I'm going to say no. I'm going to take that as a no. See what we're doing. One. It's okay, there's two. Right. Okay, done. Right. Any order? No. Because it's just going to tell us what's under there. Possibly. Living hope. Right. Ooh, hello. Nice card. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. You heard me say it before the card came out. Okay? Tahuti. Look what it says underneath. Look, 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 look. What does it say? Akashic Records. Oh. That's actually quite impressive. Quite impressive. Now this looks like Karnak. Okay. Auset, Isis, Alchemy and Healing. Auset's Temple, Sacred Ceremony. And the Nile River, Flow of Abundance. Okay, we've got cards. Let's have a little read and see what we get. So, 4, 5, 4. Okay. Auset, also known as Isis, was married to Osiris, a wise pharaoh of Egypt. She was human as well as a goddess and a skilled midwife and healer. When her husband Osiris was murdered by Set, Auset searched for his remains all over Egypt. Finally managing to collect his remains together, she wrapped him in white sheets and he became the first mummy. She waved her magical wings, and he came alive for one night so she could conceive her son Horus. Auset is called the goddess of 10,000 names, the great sorceress, and the lady of spells, healing, and alchemy. And if you didn't notice, I just moved Horus, my little Horus statue. Oh, there we go. Sometimes... Oh, sorry, completely forgot. There she is. Oh, dear Lord, sometimes it's rather quite surprising. Right, where am I going to put you? You need to sit somewhere a little bit more obvious. Right, there you go. Okay, right. So we got all set. We'll do the temple one. Auset's temple was situated on Philae Island for countless thousands of years and known as a place of miracles and healing. Now relocated to a nearby island due to flooding, it is still a powerful and beautiful temple. Sacred ceremonies are still conducted there where possible by her now reincarnated priestesses in the inner temple known as the Holy of Holies, once reserved for our high priestess and priestesses. Okay, right. Let's read the Nile River. What's that got to do with things? Okay. The River Nile was the life force energy of Egypt. It brought life in the form of water and energy to all that was barren and dry in a natural way by the annual floods. The building of the Aswan Dam in recent times caused frequent flooding of the Temple of Isis, which was in danger of total destruction, so it was transferred to a nearby island and rebuilt. The god Hapi is the personification of the River Nile, and he symbolises fertility and abundance. Okay. Right. Which other one we got? Duhuti. Or Toth, as he is called. Right, here we go. If anything, this is the one that probably speaks of what's under those. Depicted with the head of an ibis bird, Tahuti himself has a strong sense of cosmic humour, despite being the god of magic, wisdom and alchemy. It was always Tahuti who devised an amazing plan to save all the ancient gods and goddesses in difficult situations. Likewise, as keeper of your soul or Akashic records, Tahuti can consult them for insight, then clear them if needed through the benevolence of Auset and Mat and the karmic release process. Right. I'm going to try something for a second. I shall be back again. Right. Brace yourselves. It's getting interesting. Well, here we go. So, we've done the pendulum. We're going to have a go at the dowsing rods tonight. So, first of all, show me yes. Show me yes. Show me no. Okay. So, is there a structure under the Pyramids of Giza? Okay, go back. Turn. Thank you. Was it an energy centre? Is it connected to the Akashic records? Okay, go back. Was it, or is it also connected to Isis and Osiris? Okay. Did the water of the Nile run through this? No. Okay. Does this structure lead to the halls of Amenti? Okay. All right. Okay. Do they have connections to alchemy and healing? Okay. Return. Will we ever be able to see or discover or enter what is under the pyramids? Ladies and gentlemen, I think it might be a while before that happens. All right, return. Okay, all right. What else can we ask? Oh, here's something I want to ask. In Easter 26, there's supposed to be an alignment that brings about a great change on this planet. Is this correct? Okay. Will it lead us to the discovery that the gods and goddesses of Egypt were actual beings who walked the planet? Okay, there we go. Going a bit nuts now. Okay. Okay. So let's just clarify. One. No, go back. Don't misbehave. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Come on. Go. 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 Okay. There we go. So let's just clarify. So there are structures under the pyramids. Yes. Are they connected to Osiris? Do they generate electricity? Is this the real ancient civilization of Egypt? And was this civilization responsible for the various myths and mythology of different cultures around the world? Yep, there we go. All right, okay. for entertainment purposes only, I shall say. Make of that what you want. So according to this, there is a structure underneath. It might take some time. We may get into it. It's probably connected to the Akashic records and the halls of Amenti. But also it feels like it is also connected to Osiris and alchemy, healing, and possibly his resurrection. There's already a chamber underneath or nearby the pyramids, which is connected to Osiris. So maybe there is a lot more to the pyramids that we will luckily be able to discover in the next coming years. Thank you for tuning in, if you've hung around that long. All right, bye.